Hello, comrades. It's me, a stranger. So the Universim just entered beta with all new stuff. Some of it completely overhauled, the world looks different, they've changed the UI. It's all way cooler. So this is like a first 20 minutes video in the new version. So if you're interested in the game, this will give you a little bit of an impression of what it's like. Alright, here we go. One of the things that I really like about the Universim is that from the get-go, it already pushes you into this really cool, like, god mood. Like, even in this loading screen, which is why I'm leaving it in, like, when I first saw it in the alpha, I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to be a god! And yeah, this is a god game. You get to manage a community of little people. They're called nuggets. And you get to build stuff, research stuff, and it goes through all the ages. So you get to go from like little huts made of stone and bone to modern cities and climate change and skyscrapers and pollution. It's all really cool. Oh, we're starting. It's starting.
Wake up, creator.
That's us.
This is the beginning of your story.
We are creator.
It starts with nothing. Nothing but an
There's
infinite
stuff over
void.
this. Also, there's stuff exploding
However,
outside.
you, with a single touch, can awaken the light.
We can awaken the light. Right, so this is already one of my favorite moments from the game. When I first did this, it's so cool. Like, it's just touch it. Ah! I love it so much.
And so the universe sprang into being. Worlds filled with endless potential were scattered into the beyond.
We made this! We made this universe! I love it so much.
They formed into many different shapes and sizes.
One of the other things I love about this intro
were doomed to drift among the cosmos, barren and alone,
is if you listen really, really closely, like really closely,
others flourished.
you can hear the gentlest.
These few planets soon became home to the greatest phenomenon of all.
Sobbing that's coming from Peter Molyneux. In the distance, in a corner somewhere, clutching a copy of Godus. Oh, there's life.
However, life is a peculiar thing.
Oh, a little bee.
It comes and goes as swiftly as a bit of space debris burning up in an atmosphere.
Known by the tall boy. He's so tall and so green. There's a turtle on its back.
That of an observer.
Was this in
simply
the
admire
alpha
the
as well?
fleeting beauty of life's beginnings and ends.
I don't remember the cute turtle
Yet,
on its back.
this balance
Sorry, I'm
could
gonna stop
never
talking
last.
over this man.
The issue with allowing a species to evolve independently.
Oh, here we go. Here's
is
a
that
hot
they
take.
always fail to do so. For life to have a better chance of succeeding, it needs a helping hand.
Creationism confirmed.
Ah, here we are.
There it is.
Welcome to Mother Planet. This is a rare sight.
Oh,
For
look
it
at
came
it.
to be that there was day and night,
That rhymed.
warmth and cold,
A rock.
and water to flow through the planet's veins.
That didn't rhyme. So I guess
The
that
soil
rhyme was just a
was
coincidence.
Rich with minerals, which gave rise to a thick blanket of green.
Water droplets.
The perfect ecosystem was formed.
The green.
It is no wonder, then, why life has chosen to inhabit it.
Look at the deer
A new
stag.
species has been born,
Me.
and they need guidance.
I need guidance.
This is your purpose now.
Oh no, that's.
Their very existence rests in your hands.
Well, I got some bad news for them. All right, so this is the planet. This is the planet. So they're really cool. They've made them like so much bigger than the alpha versions. So this is really cool because it's apparently got like twice or more than twice the amount of stuff on it. It's a really weird world. Usually they have bigger seas. This one has tons of like these tiny lakes. What's that in there? Oh look, there's corals and stuff. That's cool. Yeah, so also another thing that's new is these mountains. They look so different and so much better. It's really nice. And what is that rock? What is there something in there? Like it looks like it has a shell. There's a fox. Fox, open that rock for me. Right, so where are we gonna live? That's the first decision. And usually this decision takes me ages. But since we are under pressure of recording, I'm gonna try to make a quick executive decision. I'm gonna try to be near this thing, even though that rock is making me very curious. I hope I can go touch it. Oh, there's another one down there. Yes, yes. I want it to be over here, but that rock is tempting me to go down there. Huh. No, you know what? Let's be over here, and I'm gonna go see if I can fetch that rock. So, right at the start, we gotta place our epicenter. So this is this building, and this is kind of where the center of our civilization is going to be. And it says it needs to be close to water, check, wood, check, stone, check, and food, which are all these bushes, I believe. So check. And I think we're going to make our center here, and then we can sort of move in all directions. This is the evolution tower.
Take a look at your new subjects. They're called nuggets.
Little nuggets.
Largely because of their body's apparent inability to keep itself in one piece.
Adahi and Elu.
Adahi and Elu, the architects of their species. They are the founders of everything that nuggets will ever know or achieve.
They are cool and I love them. Alright, so let's take a look at the game. If you're someone who's seeing it for the first time, just a very quick overview. I don't want to put too much time into this. So we have got, on the top left, you've got the creator PowerPoints. We have God powers that we can use. And that's the top left, that's our resource. Then we've got our believers. And this is actually a really cool feature of the game as well. That,
this is quite a beautiful planet.
Excuse me.
Try not to ruin it, will you?
No promises. Yeah, so not everybody that lives on the planet, not all nuggets are your believers. So in the top right, you can see all your nuggets. And this is new, this kind of overview, which I think is really cool. But yeah, they don't all believe in you. They only start believing in you once you've done stuff. In the bottom left, we've got our research. And we're going to start with the well, the water wheel, and then fire.
Have you ever tried opening a book yourself, creator?
Excuse me? This guy, so the narrator, that's just his job from now on. He's just basically going to be shading us for the entire game. And I don't know if you can turn him off, so if you hate him, tough luck. I kind of like that he's shading me. It's just nagging me the entire time. So yeah, let's build the archive. This is our first building. This is immediately unlocked. And that's another thing that's really cool about this game is that, like, for autosaves, it's also an in-game feature. So like I said, like the loading screen getting you.
Impressive stuff for a species that still thinks the planet is flat.
Well, we can still dig for water even if we think the world is flat. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah. So even the saves, they're an in-game feature. So to get autosaves, you have someone employed at the archive and they're like taking now notes, and that's the autosaves, which I think is such a really cool and like unnecessarily immersive feature. I just really appreciate that level of like extraness. And this is also new. This is really cool. So this blue overlay is showing us where there's a lot of water underground. So we're gonna build a well. Can I shove it right there? So that we have some water for them to drink so that they don't die of thirst. Right, while they're doing that, I'm gonna wander off into the distance and I'm gonna see if I can find that rock. And I wanna touch it. I wanna touch the rock. If you've gone too far, you can always go home. I'm looking for that rock. Where was it? How did my camera turn? Oh, there it is. Can I touch it? Oh, we've researched water wheel, but let me touch this thing. So, can I telekinesis it? Oh, the sky is falling. These mysterious objects could either be a gift or a curse from the heavens. Cracking them open is risky. Oh, sweet. Can I? Boop. So this was our god power. We just used the power of telekinesis. And oh, nice. We're gonna drop this right over here. Where are my followers? What are they up to? So a more useful use for telekinesis is actually helping your people build. Oh man, they're trying to get rid of all this rock that's in the way of their building. Okay, let's see if I can help them with that. And you can actually lift stones and trees so that you can speed up construction. And in this case, it will also help them build here, because I don't think they had room because there were rocks in the way. Well, let's speed up the game a little bit more. Give me that rock and throw it there. We have a very limited amount of power at this point, so I'm not gonna do too much telekinesis. Especially because I know we're gonna have to use this soon, because our first quest that we're gonna get. You have quests in this game, so I already said that you get some believers by like doing quests, and that's gonna come up in a moment. In the meantime, let's see what else we can research. So we can research water storage, which is really important during the winter. This game has seasons, which is really cool, and fishing for food, and then this for upkeep. Cool. Nice. All right.
Nuggets are all unique to one another.
Why are you
Although
mining
there are
stones?
some things that are shared between nuggets. These include the need for certain essentials like food and water, a stable roof over their heads, and an occasional nap. They want to learn, build, discover, and create. It would all be quite inspirational if they also didn't happen to be the species that initially thought their shadows were trying to eat them.
We got our first quest. Usually he comments on that. I've done this like intro so many times. I guess he was busy talking. Dear creator, we don't mean to sound like we're complaining, but we're having a tough time doing all the work with just the two of us. Is there any way we can expand our civilization? Oh, I know where this is going. Maybe bring in a few extra helping hands. I sincerely hope there is an easy way of going about this, one that does not involve months of discomfort and weird cravings followed by hours of excruciating pain. Kind regards, Elu. I'm on it.
I didn't think you knew anything about reproduction, creator.
Alright, so this is where we're meant to use our first god power, which is Lacupidon. And this will allow us to mate these two people, or to help them. Like, they can do it by themselves, but this
What are you, some sort of fairy godmother?
makes them do the do. And they've built the well, which is nice, because you get thirsty after. And they've just immediately... Oh,
Ah, the wonders of biological life. It is truly, truly disgusting.
let's
I
give
hope
them
you've been
some
working
privacy.
on your beach body. You're not going to spend another summer just lazing around, are you?
Dude, what the hell? Stop body shaming me. But yeah, this just means we've entered the summer.
Oh,
And
would
they're
you
done.
look at that?
We gave
A
them the
little
privacy they
baby
needed.
Nugget. Aren't they adorable when they're young? Don't get too attached, though. They're still mortal after all. Plus, they will soon be old enough to have an opinion and make questionable life decisions. Let's see how much you like them then.
Right, so we're gonna build a water well
I just
over
read
there.
that latest message. It's a real hoot. Oh, wait. Maybe they could actually use some help.
Okay, so now we got this message. Dear creator, we are struggling to agree on names for little ones. Adahi keeps wanting to call them...
really what you want to spend your time doing?
Excuse me, sir. Something trivial like stick and stone, and I'm about ready to break his bones. Listen, girl, don't shame your husband for naming your children the thing that he sees right in front of him. You know, like in those days, everybody's name was Stone. Like Peter means stone, so, you know, don't be so hard on him. Right, so
All right then, let's call them something silly.
basically our quest is to name these two, and I don't know, I don't have an idea for the girl one, but I will name the boy one Pippin, after my best friend, who I know watches these videos. And because it's Pippin, we're also gonna give him a little heart so I can find him. The girl one, Stone, let's just call her Can we call her? Can we call her Laura Bailey? Just, you know, to complete the quest. There we go. It's Laura Bailey. Right, the archive is complete. We can assign a nugget, assign a job, and that is gonna be to Elu. I don't trust
that nugget
Adahi.
doesn't burn the building to the ground.
So yeah, we've got the well. The well's UI has also been changed. This is not what it looked like in the alpha. I really like it. It looks really cool. You could see the how much water there's left in the ground. It's just a really cool thing. And yeah, we discovered something new again. We discovered water storage, which is very important. And we did queue a one of these, a water pump all the way down there. I think the guy was talking while that was happening, so I didn't mention it. But yeah, we can also build a reservoir over here. Oh, another thing that I remembered, that's another thing that I should have mentioned at the start, it's in my notes, is that if you're watching this video in February 2020, when this video is coming out, for the duration of February, Critivo, the developer of this game, is giving away 100% of their profits on their website sales and 30% of the Steam profits to support those affected by the bushfires in Australia. This isn't sponsored. I just found this in their posts and I thought that was really cool, so I would mention it. So if you were interested in buying this game, just know that in February 2020, they're giving away 100% of their profits on their website and 30% on Steam to support those affected by the bushfires in Australia. So do with that information what you will. I just thought it was really cool. Now I want to see what this box is. Whoa! I've seen them before, I think, in the alpha, but I never, look, they've got, they've started decoding it or something. All 3 rewards from the box, even the bad ones. Oh, so they're decoding it, and, or is it decoding itself? What's going on? What's going on? Will someone tell me? I guess we'll find that out later. Because right now, oh, there's a reservoir. Let's help them build this reservoir. So it needs some stone. Give me telekinesis.
Oh, we're doing this again, are we?
Dude. Nugget just saw me do that and they were like, I believe. What's those? Is that new? Look at it. It's so cool. It's just a skull shrine thing. Oh, and I feel like, look, there's a skull again. I definitely feel like some of this is new. Oh, look. Laura Bailey's researching a space box. She is the one. She has the knowledge. That's really cool. That's really cool. Alright, so they're building that. Let's take a look at the water pump. Right, so it needs a tree. Can I pick up this tree and chuck it there? You gotta be real careful with chucking this stuff though, because I have on many of occasions accidentally killed some people. So you don't want to do that. Can we telekinesis that tree?
You're looking a little weak, creator.
Excuse me. Not everybody's got time to go to the gym. The surface of this box is inscribed with mysterious markings. I really like this. This is really cool. It reminds me, the only other game that I ever noticed doing this was Lords of Magic, where you could research spells in a library. You could put a wizard in there or a sorceress or whatever. And as they were researching spells, it was just books filled with nonsense symbols, and they would slowly get transmogrified into
this
letters
water pump
that you
system
could
is
read.
rather
It's really cool.
advanced for such a young civilization. I mean, sure, it's built out of rocks, wood, and a bit of string, but impressive nonetheless.
All right, so our pump is done. That's really cool, and that's gonna supply us with water. Even more than the well, which is more about drinkable water. The water pump is more about, I think it's more about water that you need for stuff. And you can see that in the bottom left corner, we've got how much water we're producing and how much water we are using. And right now we're not using any of it, but as we advance through society, we're gonna need more and more. And let's build a fishing pier so that we can produce some food
Interesting
as well.
idea, taking to the water for more food. But what happens if the water freezes over?
Dude, that's a spoiler. We were gonna discover that on our own. Oh, it's already been 20 minutes.
You've uprooted a tree. Now what?
But I feel like...
Maybe try something a little smaller.
Oh no, I'm
like
powerless.
A leaf.
Yeah, so I want to keep going for like, let's say 5 more minutes.
All of those colors. Isn't
Jesus.
fall beautiful? Someone should really make a painting before you lead the planet to ruin.
Half of this video is just that guy talking. I mean, half of the video is me talking, and you might prefer that guy to me, which is fair enough. He's got more of a place in this game than I do. But no, I wanted to keep going until like, let's say 25 minutes, because the first 5 minutes were an intro anyway. So yeah, it still counts as like 20 minutes, right? This is the first 20 minutes of gameplay. But yeah, there's just other cool stuff that I wanted you to see right at the start. And so let's do that. What is this water thing? I've not seen that before. You're just bringing up water stuff. Ooh. Have they decoded more of the box? Something inside. And earth scratches, reaches your nugget. Oh, the fishing pier is done. We can assign who will be our fisher.
You've told them we don't cover dental, right?
Do they have teeth? What's Pippin and Laura Bailey doing? They're dating. Laura Bailey and Pippin have tied the knot. Now they can look forward to their hour-long honeymoon before getting back to work. That's capitalism. But good on you, Pippin. Laura Bailey, I mean, that's a good catch. Sorry, I feel really uncomfortable actually having Laura Bailey, so if anyone has any suggestions for better nugget names, or if you want me to name a nugget after you, just put that in the comments, because I don't think it's kosher for me to just have Laura Bailey or like any other real person, you know, other than my friends or people who want to be in there. So we're gonna rename Laura Bailey in the next one. Let's just say that. Sorry, Pippin. He'll go from Laura Bailey to, I don't know, Florence Nightingale. She's dead, right? So she can't mind. Construction of residential has completed. Look at Laura go, though. And she's blonde. This is more like an Ashley than a Laura. The ox is something rocks around inside and an earthy scent reaches your nuggets. This is so exciting. I've never had one of these, and I've never seen it be like researched. No, Laura Bailey, come back. Research it. Finish the research. Why? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me see what we're doing. Oh, and let me put down my mug without making a lot of noise. Sorry, I have a new mic, so I'm still getting used to it catching all the right noises. Okay, so we have built a reservoir and it's full. We have the new residential. So, oh, I didn't mention, they build the residential buildings themselves. So you build the like technology buildings and they build the residentials and stuff. And let's just do, let's just queue like the next ones.
Can be useful.
Okay, good for you. Right, so this is the last like basic necessity building that we need to make, and I want to make it right here. So this that we're gonna build now is the engineers, and what the engineers is, it basically lets it up. It, oh boy, Pippin and Laura are going at it. It just means that, so, okay, so I'm gonna click on a building. Let's click on the archive. Let's click on the reservoir, so it's less confusing because it's just fewer stuff. So, Yeah, so the reservoir has these three things. So every building has this. So it has its health, which naturally deteriorates. It just means that the building is slowly deteriorating and the engineers will upkeep them. And you always need your buildings to be in range of an engineer's. And then this is electricity for later in the day, or like energy later in this for the first few ages. This isn't a concern. And then we have water, which is not like this reservoir that has water, but some buildings require water to run. Like, for example, the kitchen, or most buildings eventually will require water to be able to operate. So that's where these water storages come in handy, and that's where this comes in handy. Actually, it looks like we are using water for a building. I don't know which one.
I know you're always busy, but
yeah.
Do you ever take a moment to watch the seasons change?
Oh, look at that! So all the trees have gone red in the autumn. That is so cool. They were green earlier. Oh, that's so nice. That is so nice. That's cool. That's cool, isn't it? Right. So let's just wait for the winter and then we're gonna call it a day, I think. And I'm definitely... Oh, they're building a temple? I didn't order this. I guess they're just building it on their own. Yeah, so... Oh, have they finished the box? Oh my god, Laura Bailey, where are you? Finish my box. I want to finish that box before we go. That's another thing. So yeah, so the winter is going to freeze over the lake, which means that our fisher person is not going to be able to keep fishing. And we're going to need alternate food sources, and we're going to establish all of that in the next one. Which I wanted to say that
You look a little confused.
Girl.
Don't worry, I expected as much.
This guy.
I know you have questions, but you'll learn everything in time, on your own, without bothering me.
Gee, thanks. But yeah. Oh, we got a new thing. Tivalbo.
I can hear water pumps grinding to an icy halt, Creator. It's all up to the reservoirs now.
Okay, so who's gonna be the main engineer? I feel like Pippin could be a good engineer, you know what I mean? Pippin could be good with
I was
like
just
engineering.
about to compliment you on your fantastic new ice sculptures.
Alright,
But
so
then I realized those were just frozen nuggets.
winter is coming, and this reservoir is kind of our only supply of food, right? Or of water, because the water pump has also frozen over. And oh, workers in the temple. Do we need a worker in the temple? Sure. We'll put Ziki Boss, and I would also like to rename Ziki Boss to Frontwell, who is another friend who I'm gonna send this video to. So, yay for Frontwell. Cool. So I think this is where we're gonna end it in the winter. We have built everything that we needed. So all the basic supplies are of a community or of a society are done. We have our water access, we have our food, we have the engineers, and then also a way to save the game, which is very important as well. And we've only got a couple minutes over time, depending on how you count it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to continue playing this, so if you're interested in this playthrough, then you can subscribe to see those videos, and you can also see other videos. I'm currently going to start a new Foundation game as well, because Foundation just updated.
Keeping your buildings in better condition,
Girl,
I'll be forced to pass out eviction notices.
Okay, we're going to pause. So yeah, Pippin's going to fix that building. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, so click the stuff that's on screen, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If not, good night.